Hi, you're watching NewsX on YouTube. I'm Meenakshi Upreti. With me is Vineet. Of course, we'll be talking about the big decision which has been taken by DDCA. Vineet, of course, that is to rename the Feroz Shah Kotla Stadium. It's going to be renamed the Arun Jaitley Stadium. There are, of course, differing opinions. Some who agree with it say it's to commemorate, to respect, pay homage to Arun Jaitley. But there are those dissenting voices, those who aren't happy with the decision, saying that maybe this should have been named after an ex-cricketer, not a politician. What would you say about the controversy, first of all?
Well, first of all, I would in fact like to clarify that the stadium is going to be called the Arun Jaitley Stadium, but the ground will continue to be known as the Feroz Shah Kotla ground, where the pitches and where the grasses, where the people are going to be sitting. The oval is going to be renamed as Arun Jaitley Stadium. Okay, perhaps the logic behind calling it the Arun Jaitley Stadium is that as the president of the DDCA, Arun Jaitley, or rather the late Mr. Jaitley, had done an incredible amount of work. He infused a lot of funds into the stadium. He in fact helped a lot of cricketers become who they are today. In fact, he helped out guys like Virat Kohli, Gautam Gambhir, Rishabh Pant, Ashish Nehra, Shikhar Dhawan, all the top brass, all the cream that you see in the Indian cricket team today is there because Arun Jaitley decided to infuse money into the Feroz Shah Kotla and make it a state-of-the-art stadium at a time when these guys were coming up the ranks. And second of all, the logic, from what I understand, of making an administrator, or rather somebody who's facilitated the game of cricket, not in the playing capacity but in the administration capacity, is that if you name something after him, then his contribution is perhaps going to last for posterity. There is no other way to in fact make it known that Arun Jaitley was instrumental in making the stadium stand out where it is today. You could put a name on a plaque or a board.
You also made this very important point earlier, Vineet, when you're talking about Wankhede and other stadiums also, which have earlier been named after administrators. So this isn't something unprecedented. It's been rather the protocol in the past as well, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. You hit the nail right on the head. In fact, stadiums and grounds have usually been named after presidents or people who have in fact facilitated the game of cricket, through their hard work and dedication and vision. Stands usually have been named after cricketers. In the Feroz Shah Kotla or the Arun Jaitley Stadium, Virat Kohli is also going to get his own stand. Sunil Gavaskar, MS Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar, they have their own stands. So, MS Dhoni has it in Ranchi, Sunil Gavaskar has it in Wankhede and CCI, and so Sachin Tendulkar. So I think it's just to commemorate Mr. Jaitley's contribution towards the game of cricket. And no offense to any other cricketer, they do get their recognition when they play the game of cricket. But how does an administrator, get his due credit? This is the only way.
If I was to play the devil's advocate here, Vineet, there is another side of argument as well. Those who say that maybe this stadium, one, should have been named after a cricketer. Two, maybe name a road or something else after an ex-administrator or a politician, not a cricketing stadium. And there is another argument as well, which I just sort of overheard. I saw a bunch of people talking about the same when they said that maybe next time a next government comes, a next administration comes, and then what? They may end up changing this name again. So why name a stadium after an administrator?
Well, the logics can in fact be debated upon this on and on forever. The Nobel Prize is named after Alfred Nobel because, he left a large amount of money which he wanted to dispense out to people who contributed in different fields. The Oscar has no value as a name. It was just a random name that came up. Dada Saheb Phalke was obviously named after Dada Saheb Phalke. He contributed a lot. So I think the logic being that, you give credit to someone who's done something for that stadium. What they're trying to do by naming the stadium after Mr. Jaitley is just tell the world that it was his contribution, Meenakshi. It was his hard work and it was his vision why Feroz Shah Kotla is a state-of-the-art stadium today, and there is no other reason behind it. I don't think there should be any politics. Cricketers from Delhi who have done well, like Virat Kohli, he got to stand for himself. So if you have a cricketer from Delhi tomorrow who perhaps gets you 3 consecutive World Cups, then it makes for a very strong case of naming a stadium after him. When that happens, we'll talk about it.
All right, fair enough. That's it from our side. Of course, you can agree, disagree with the DDCA's decision to rename Feroz Shah Kotla. Do leave in your comments with whatever, brickbats or appreciation, whatever you think of this video.
Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to NewsX and don't forget to press the bell icon.